Hey!
Hello.
Hello there, everyone.
Hope everybody's doing all right tonight.
Oh, we're doing great.
Yes, we are.
It's been a great day, great couple of days.
Yeah. We've got a special guest here. Kylie's with me again tonight.
Hey, Kyle.
Hi. So yeah, we're excited to have her here.
So who all we have here tonight? I think we've got Jaku Jillian.
I see that.
Yes.
Master Will.
Yes.
And then let's see, is it network technician? What's your rebellion technician?
Oh,
What's your title there, Mom?
I'm a resistance tech.
There we go, resistance tech. I knew it was tech related.
A resistance tech, and Kylie is a Padawan learner.
There we go. That's perfect.
So we've got a good cross section here tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Great cast of characters on the stream tonight. Anybody that's hopping onto the stream right now, feel free to comment. Let us know you're here.
Sure.
We'll be talking we'll be talking about some Star Wars things tonight, and maybe do a little bit of show and tell. Got some pins, stuff from the parks. But tonight we'll be 100% focused on Star Wars for the most part. I think we'll fit in a little bit of news, Disney news also. There's been some breaking news just a little bit before the stream, so looking to mention that as well. But I know it's the 5th, so we'll rewind today and say belated May the 4th be with you.
There you go. May the 4th be with you.
Always.
Always.
So yesterday was Star Wars Day, also known as May the 4th. It kind of started off as a grassroots fan-created holiday that has grown into a galaxy-wide celebration of the Star Wars saga and all things Star Wars.
It has. I remember the first. I was at work several years ago. I don't even remember what year it was. And one of my technician buddies sent me a text and said, it was like a meme. It said, "May the 4th be with you." And I thought, oh, that is so cool. Hey, Kim. Hey, Brinkley. It's good to see you guys. Welcome. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for watching. But he sent me this text, and I thought, oh, that is so cool. May the 4th be with you. That's the first time I had ever heard of it. And I wish I remembered what year it was. But since then, every year I've kind of collected the memes because I thought it was so cool that I wanted to have them. I thought, oh, this would be a really good one to use for next year too. So I've been collecting memes.
Yeah, I've got a full album on my phone dedicated to Mandalorian memes.
There you go. I do too.
That's the album name, actually. So, but yeah, I've got my Mando hat on tonight.
That is really cool. Shop Disney. Yep, I love that one.
Jillian's got BB-8 with us.
There you go.
This is the droid you're looking for.
Straight from Hollywood.
Now that's the one that Darth Vader gave you a hard time over. Am I right?
Yeah, and it was Kylo Ren, and it was terrible.
Oh, it was Kylo Ren. Yeah.
Yes, and I'm not the only one who has thought that. Kylo Ren was a terrifying person to meet. Really nervous.
Yeah, it was awesome. He was asking about the whereabouts of the droid, and I was like, just tell him.
He was very, very interactive and gave us our full time. We were probably with him for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
so
he went through his whole deal, and
he did.
Really intimidated Jillian and made her feel uncomfortable for smuggling in BB-8.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we met. Darth Vader is the same way, and Darth Vader had to have been like 6'10" or something crazy. I mean, he. Your dad's pretty tall, and he was. I was like at his waist. I mean, this guy was huge, and he was legitimately intimidating.
Yeah.
He was man with the whole.
I wish we could have done Darth Vader, but I think when we were there, his wait time was like 2 hours long.
No.
So we did Kylo and BB-8 and Chewie, and they were all super fun. BB-8 even talks to you and stuff too, so it was super cool.
Yeah. Now, see, I've never met baaa-ack, but Chewy is one of the best meet and greets in the park.
Yes.
He's a blast.
Yeah.
He gave me a hard time about my Olaf I love warm hugs shirt.
Oh, I did?
It was so funny. He just kind of looked at it and shook his head. And then there's a picture where he's using his satchel to cover up my shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
And then finally at the end, he gave me a hug. So
Well,
he's a softy.
We had, I don't know if John's watching or not, but when we went to Disneyland and saw Chewy, Dad had on a T-shirt that had Kessel Run on it.
Yeah.
So Chewy was just hugging Dad and just welcoming him and everything. John Fujita was Disney bounding as Boba Fett.
Mm-hmm.
And he put John in the corner. It was hilarious.
I got some great shots out of that meet and greet. I can remember seeing them.
It was hilarious. And so the whole group picture, we're all, looking at the camera, and John is over in the corner facing the wall, which is where Chewie put him. It is hilarious.
Yeah, not a big fan of bounty hunters. That Chewbacca.
No. John said, I guess I picked the wrong day to Disney bound as Boba Fett. I said, well, yeah, manifestly you did.
Well, it got even better because didn't he see him later on, out in Batuu?
We did, and he remembered John. And we got him again.
He couldn't get away from it.
We did. So we met him at the docking bay initially. Yeah. Well, then when we went over into Black Spire Outpost, he was there and he was kind of interacting with a group of people. He spotted John and started harassing him again. It was. Of course, the cast member who was with him had no idea what was going on. So it was fun.
So yeah, some fun meet and greet memories. Looking forward to making more. They've sent. I mean, they've got Ray as a main staple in Batuu now, and I'm looking forward to. Y'all met V Mirandi the spy, right?
We did. We met her. She actually. We have a picture where I was just taking a picture of John and Jeff, and she photobombed. It's a great shot. Yeah, it's a great shot. Yeah. So
I know. I want to say they've released a book or maybe a comic about this new character.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep. And so check that out.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it. So there's a backstory for her.
Yeah.
I didn't know where it came from, but I figured there had to be some kind of a backstory. I didn't know if she came from the Clone Wars or what, but I knew there had to be some kind of backstory on her.
Yeah, I think they created one as they kind of. I want to say they put together a comic book series or books about Black Spire Outpost, Batuu. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that would definitely be worth looking into. She is a really, really cool character. She's well dressed. She's a rebel spy, and she wanders around Black Spire Outpost trying to avoid the First Order. So it's really she's cool. She really is.
I was going to say I'm in a few different Batuu Black Spire Outpost related pages on Facebook, and I've seen some people post about missions. Her seeing them and her sending them on missions to go here or there through the outpost with her.
Right.
Pretty cool.
It really is. She's a great character. I would love to read some of her backstory.
Yeah.
She's there, and when we went in the first time we went into Black Spire Outpost, we didn't know who she was. We didn't know her. Now I had done a lot of reading and reading up on Black Spire Outpost and the backstories and things to expect, so that we would have a better experience the first time we went in. But she never came up in any of my readings, so I didn't know who she was until after we got back, and I thought, oh my goodness, that's neat, because we had a couple of pictures with her. Yeah. She is recognizable for those of you who haven't seen her by her blue hair.
Yeah.
She has blue streaks in her hair. So
Yeah.
neat.
Really cool. Speaking of Batu, what's some of the lingo? Is it it's nighttime, so is it rising moons?
It's nighttime, so it'd be rising moons.
Okay.
There's the morning greeting is bright suns.
Mm-hmm.
And cast members will normally greet you by bright suns, traveler, and rising moons. Another one is may the spires keep you.
Mm-hmm.
Another, if you're leaving or you're departing, is till the spires.
Okay.
Till the spires. So, hey, Magic and the Mouse.
Oh, welcome in.
Thanks so much for dropping in. We appreciate that. It's
Yeah,
it's so great of you to drop in. We appreciate it. It's good to see you. We're just talking. Hey, we're just talking about Revenge of the Fifth, right?
Yeah. I was gonna say, speaking, we welcomed everybody in. Wished everybody a happy, I guess, belated May the 4th be with you.
Right.
So since it's the 5th of May, I guess that makes it Revenge of the 5th. Oh, me.
It absolutely is. So we have always been, I'll have to say, we've always been more of a Jedi family.
Yeah.
We just right.
Adam. Now, Adam loves stormtroopers.
I'm more on the dark side too. I would say Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren is probably one of my favorite Star Wars characters. Although I do love BB-8, but Kylo Ren, I think he was a great addition to the Star Wars family.
So okay, see, I didn't realize we had another person in the family who trended toward the dark side there, Jillian.
Toward the dark side. I drink my morning coffee with my Kylo Ren cup,
Okay. Okay, well, here you go. You're going to love this one then tonight. The one that I'm drinking.
Nice.
There you go.
Thank you. I love Kylo
It's a
Ren.
good looking mug.
That's what. Yeah. Well, Kylie's got a couple of pins that she wants to show you here.
Cool.
We'll do that in just a minute. But as far as Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, I did want to say a little bit about that. We were very fortunate to have planned a trip to California, and we decided, okay, the third week of May did not work out, so my husband and I were going to see longtime high school friends and going to Disneyland, a few other touristy things that we wanted to do. But we knew that Galaxy's Edge was supposed to open. I was thinking that it would open sometime in June. So I was actually thinking, okay, we'll be there before the madness hits, right? Because I figured it would be just nuts, the opening. I had no idea what they were going to do for it. I was literally had my finger hovering over to book our flight. And William, you texted me and said, Mom, Galaxy's Edge and Disneyland's opens May the 31st. And I thought, oh my goodness, what do I do? Because I thought, well, we want to have, a good experience in Disneyland. It's always slammed. It's always covered up with people.
Yeah.
So I was like panicking. So John said, look, just come on out. We'll bust up in there amongst them. We'll go, whatever, just go ahead and plan it and we'll figure it out. So I said, okay, I'm going to chill about this. I'm not going to stress. He said, we will have a good time at Disneyland. Don't worry about it. And so then in the next couple of days, they announced that they were going to be doing the reservation system. And what it was is they had a date that Disney announced online, and anybody who wanted to go into Galaxy's Edge that first opening week, well, they did this actually for the first month, I think, that they were open, possibly 6 weeks.
It was an extended period of time for sure.
It was. And what they were trying to do was to keep people from, sleeping in the parking lot, I guess. You had to go on at a certain time. Magic the Mouse TV, had you guys watched Disney Gallery yet? The first show was about the directors of The Mandalorian. Very
That's
good.
on our watch
That's
list.
on. Yeah, we pulled it up tonight to look at kind of what it's about.
Yeah.
So that's on our watch list.
Yep.
Yeah. See, no, I have not watched that yet. It is definitely on my watch list. We love The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
The Mandalorian is one of the best things that they've done. It completely is work. And kudos to Jon Favreau for that series. We're excited that looks like Ahsoka Tano is going to. Had you heard that? Magic the Mouse TV that Ahsoka Tano is going to be in this season. So we're excited about that. Played by Rosario Dawson, I believe. But what I was saying, anyway,
out there.
Long story short, we managed to snag the reservations, and we were able to go in the first week that it was open. It was an amazing experience, almost spiritual experience to be there. The first week that it opened, I just can't even explain how cool it was to be there. Alyssa Stenberg.
Hey, also welcome to Monarch Moments as well.
Yeah. What did you say, William?
I was going to say shout out to Monarch Moments as well.
Oh, hey, Monarch Moments. It's so good of y'all to drop in. Now, back to the Mouse TV. Have you been to Batu yet? Have you been to Batu East or Batu West yet? You said yes, you can't wait. Have you been to one or the other?
Oh, they're probably saying that they heard about Ahsoka and season 2.
Yeah, that's about
Rosario Dawson and everything. That rumor floating out there.
So sweet of y'all to drop in. And Alyssa, it's good to see you too. But yeah, being there for opening week, we did not go in on opening day. We were there the third day that it was open. We were there on June 3rd. So it was absolutely an amazing experience. And I have some things to show possibly a little bit later from that trip.
Yeah, you smuggled all that stuff out.
Right. We loaded up pretty good, as much as we could on stuff, and they had of course all the opening day merch and the opening week merch, limited edition pins, hats, t-shirts, whatever, mugs, whatever you wanted. And it was well designed. I was able to go to Florida in September, so I was actually able to see Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland and at Disney World completely unplanned. Both trips were completely unplanned in the same year that they opened. So it doesn't get much better than that, folks.
Absolutely stumbled into both of them.
Yeah. It does not get much better than that, I'll just tell you. And for Star Wars fans, you have to, it's a pilgrimage, right? For Star Wars, for Star Wars fans to go to Galaxy's Edge, either Batu East or West in Disneyland or Disney World, it's a pilgrimage. You got to do it.
Yeah, I mean, just you talked about your experience and just walking in. The scenery plus the soundtrack, the music that's playing while you're in there, kind of the sights and smells. It's just all encompassing.
It is. Of course, the buzzword is immersive.
Mm-hmm.
And the sounds that I had read up on it a little bit, and so it was good that I did, because there were things that I picked up on that very first trip that I wouldn't have picked up otherwise. The soundtrack that you listen to as you're walking in the woods, and the music that plays inside Black Spire Outpost is called a soundscape, and it's music that was written specifically for Galaxy's Edge. You will not hear it anywhere else, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
pretty cool. There are the cast members the citizens of Batu. They address you as traveler. When you go into this park, if you want to totally immerse yourself in the Star Wars universe and be completely have your own Star Wars adventure, you totally can do that because it is amazing. It's really amazing.
Yeah.
But I highly recommend it for anybody that hasn't gone, especially if you're a Star Wars fan.
Yeah, we're really, 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 really hoping
Yeah.
that we get to go in September.
That's all we think about with our trip in September is normally we plan it around, I guess, the fireworks and Fantasmic and other things like that. But we're planning to go with friends, and literally all we can think about is we've got to plan things around so we can spend most of our day in Batuu. Like, that's all we're thinking about is how do we get on these rides? How do we do it? So that's literally just engulfed our entire vacation planning.
Yeah, I mean, we're 100%. We're like, we've got to get on Rise of the Resistance.
Well, whatever it takes
to get on that ride.
Absolutely, whatever it takes. It's that is something that I'm looking forward to. I was not there before Rise of Resistance opens. I know I'm thinking they'll keep the boarding groups in place for a while.
I think so too.
Longer because the ride is just in such demand.
Yeah.
And it has to be the best ride anywhere. I mean, it has to be the best amusement park ride going. Has to be.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I know we're all going to be worn out because we're all going and we'll all have babies with us. But, at the end of the day, you got to do or do not. There is no try.
Right. Exactly. So, well.
If anybody complains, I'm just going to say that I've spoken.
Yeah. Exactly.
And have you've been to both, right? At Walt Disney World too? You went to Batuu at Walt Disney World. Was that when you were by yourself?
I did. That was in September, and
So
that was a solo trip.
You've done one with somebody and one by yourself. How did that differ? Did you enjoy either experience more than the other, or was it easier with just yourself?
Well, it was just different.
Yeah.
We went into Disneyland with high school friends, longtime high school friends, which was wonderful because we hadn't seen them in years, love them dearly. And so it was great to be able to experience that with them. They live in California, so they were AP holders for many years. So that was a great experience. Now, to the Walt Disney World, where I went in by myself, Jillian, it was so different to be there by myself.
Yeah.
Alone in Galaxy's Edge. I took the pictures that I wanted. I went into Oga's Cantina. It was just really neat to be able to wander around in that park and take everything in with zero distractions.
Yeah.
Nobody talking to me, nobody. And that goes for my whole solo trip.
Yeah.
It's really different. Have you ever been in the parks by yourself, Jillian?
I haven't. I know Will has because I left early the last time we went and I was pregnant. So Will did a little bit by himself. I don't know what I have. I have social anxiety by myself. I don't even like being seen in public by myself. And I wish I could get over that. I don't even like riding single rider because I'm like, that guy over there probably thinks I'm a loser. I don't have any friends by myself. But I think it would be cool to go to Disney at least one time by yourself so you can literally do whatever you want at your own pace. And you don't have to sit around and be like, what are we doing next?
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
For me, you and Dad had gone to go meet up with Patrick and Jen.
Right.
And so I followed. I walked you. We rode Space Mountain together, and then I walked you out of the park, and I stopped there. At the exit, and it just kind of hit me. I was like, I'm here by myself. Like I'm in the park by myself.
Right.
This has never happened.
I think you watched the fireworks by yourself too.
Yeah,
you closed down the park.
I closed down the park by myself, and then hopped on the Disney transportation. I took a bus, I think, to Disney Springs, and met back up with y'all. But I was standing there at the exit after I'd walked you out. I was like, well, what I want to do?
Yeah.
And so
what do I want to do? Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I went and hopped on the train, I was like, man, you know what? I'd really like to ride the train. And so I went and hopped on the train, and it was funny because I was wearing my my Mater hat, and I hopped on I just managed to hop on basically the end of this row with this family, and there was a little boy wearing a Lightning McQueen shirt, and he told his parents, he said, "Look, Mom, look, Dad, it's Mater."
Oh, that hat.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
One night we have to wear that on the stream. That hat is one of the best ever.
Anytime I'm wearing that hat, I am happier than a tornado in a trailer park.
That hat was a hidden gem that we found at Disneyland. And even people at Disneyland were like, where'd you get the hat? We've never seen it before. It was like hidden away in the cars part of the park. So I got Lightning McQueen ears and he got a Mater hat. So yeah, it was funny.
But
that hat was worth every nickel. I don't know what you paid for it.
You know, I went to Disney World most recently, and there were all sorts of people every day asking, "Hey, where'd you get that hat?"
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I could do whatever I wanted, And so I went and bought myself a pin bag to hold all my pins in. That's really nice. I showed that off last week. And I went to Casey's and got I think macaroni and bacon covered jumbo hot dog.
Oh man!
and then went and watched the fireworks, and then I hit Pirates of the Caribbean before I had to get out of the park. So
you were hitting all the high points. I love it.
I feel like when you go by yourself too, you have the option to do single rider, or you have the option to book a fast pass that could be faster. So you've got both of those options to do by yourself. You can get through more rides faster. So maybe at some point I'll leave Will with Wyatt at home and I'll just go to Disney by myself.
Well, it's a very different experience, and I normally would not have done it, but it just worked out that way. My husband had business at close to Disney, and it was just killing me. I thought, oh man, he's not going to have time to go to Disney. We hadn't planned on it at all. It was not in the cards. And of course, I'm thinking, if I get within, whatever, any kind of distance of Orlando, I've just got to go. So it came right down to, this was like the night before we were to leave. And William said, Mom said, you're not going, you remember this conversation that we had? You said, you're not going to go? And I said, I guess not. Dad doesn't have time to go, and we haven't planned to go. And you said,
I said, why not just go by yourself?
And the light bulb came on, and I thought, oh man, do I have time? Because we were leaving for Florida the next day, and I said, do I have time to do it? I did it.
Yeah. Another good thing about going by yourself, you can plan those last minute trips and book things for just one person easier than you could 6, 7, even 2 people. So I love you, but I would ditch you to go to Disney.
No, unfortunately, we did, and there's so many resorts and hotels in Orlando that you can always find a place to stay. I didn't stay on Disney property, so I didn't, I probably could have, but I did not stay on Disney property. I stayed very close, but not on Disney property. I bought my ticket through Sam's Club. For those of you who are Sam's Club members and didn't know that they sell not just Disney, but other SeaWorld, other lots of other theme parks and attractions. You go check it out, because I think it's like a 10% discount, maybe. Yeah. Sam's. And they also sell the hard ticket events like Mickey's Not So Scary and Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. So
I didn't realize that.
Our friend Leah gets gift cards at Sam's Club because she can always get 10 to 25% off a gift card, and she'll fill it up with like $200, $300 on it. And that way you're getting more for your money. Like you're getting a discount even on the gift card. And she does those at Sam's as well.
Definitely. Now, Monarch Moments, if you're still in the chat, have you ever been by yourself, or do you usually go with your family? You said you usually ditch your family. Just kidding. So I didn't know what your, now I know that y'all are closer to Disneyland too. So, and we have, our friends that live in California. He says that he might on occasion have gone to Disney by himself. So, and I think he did when he had time to. They were annual pass holders, so he could do that.
So yeah, I guess back to a little bit of Disney news. Day 50, day 50 of the Disney park closers.
Today is day 50, guys. This is 50 days since Walt Disney World closed. Now, Disneyland closed the day before, but yes, this is day 50.
I've been off work since the day Disneyland closed. The day Disneyland closed was the day my school district announced their closure. So 50 days of sitting in this house.
And hopefully we're kind of drawing to an end on that, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, we're watching to see if there's going to be an official opening date, any sort of news. I know that they said most recently they still don't have a date in mind. I know that you had mentioned that they are still, they're letting people book some fast passes around Memorial Day. So I guess we'll see.
They are. That's what I heard. I've heard that on a stream earlier today, and I did not look it up to verify it, but that's what I heard. Now, something that is verified is that Shanghai Disney is opening May the 11th to reduce capacity crowds, but they are opening. Yay!
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
Maybe we can go to Shanghai since.
Oh my! I would love to make it out there, but I don't know that I have quite that much saved up for our trip.
Yeah.
A little bit different.
You're going to have to wait for the treasure chest to get a little bit bigger for that one.
I would have to take up smuggling spice, or I'd have to take up some sort of bounty hunting or some sort of way to build up enough credits to send it to Shanghai.
Speaking of credits, I do have a little super. Okay, speaking of credits, did you finish your thought? I didn't want to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
Okay. This is probably my best tip for Galaxy's Edge. If you are going into Galaxy's Edge, you have to get one of these. This makes more sense than any other souvenir that I have as far as practicality. This, I'll show you what that looks like. This is Batuan Spira. It is the currency of Black Spire Outpost. It looks like this. And I know a lot of you have probably already seen these, but that's what it looks like. It's a gift card.
Tap on it.
Can you hear it?
It's not plastic.
Yeah.
It's not plastic. It is metal. It is metal. It is heavy. And is that just not the coolest thing?
Yep.
It is metal. It's very nice and heavy. And it is Batuan Spira. We have one too.
Oh, that loves us very much. Was willing to smuggle one out for us as well.
That's right. And it took the fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy to get that out, by the way. So yeah.
I'm not going to say any names, but I think it's associated with the Resistance tech, and maybe wearing some Minnie Mouse ears on the stream right now. But I'm not going to say any names. I don't know my sources.
Right. We don't reveal smugglers' identities. Yeah, we're all about protecting identities for rebel secrecy and all that is real important, right? Especially today.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, this is fantastic, guys. These when you go into, but they change locations on these when you go into Batuu. Ask one of the citizens of Batuu, the CM cast member, about where you can buy these, because it does change, and they will direct you to where you can purchase one of these. It does have a $100 minimum to load on it, but like, who's not going to spend $100 at least? You can use it in other areas of the park. It is reloadable just like any gift card is. And also you can use it at the Disney store. So
Yeah.
And I think this one, since my last trip to Disney World, is empty, but I wouldn't swear to it. So
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's and it makes a great souvenir. I mean, you could just buy that as or just get it as a souvenir for somebody.
Exactly.
Keep it as a souvenir. It's great. So I love that. Really enjoy that.
Very, very practical souvenir.
And a lot of fun. And it does explain on the back of the gift card, it talks about it's Latu and Spira, and it is the legal tender for Black Spire Outpost. So that's a good one. It's a cool one. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I don't know what all you guys have. I'm going to show these hats if you don't mind.
Cool.
And I lost my helper. I think she got bored with us.
Yeah.
But this is the official opening hat for Disneyland. And it's really cool. It has a great, really, really nicely made, has a great Millennium Falcon on the side and says Disneyland there.
There on the brim.
It's a hat and says Black Spire Outpost there on the.
It's got some Arabesh there too underneath.
Arabesh. And I have intended to look up and see what it says. It says Black Spire Outpost, and I don't know. For those of you who don't know, Arabesh is a language, and Julie and I are both wearing our I'm a resistance tech, and then right underneath it has Dawn and Arabesh. So
yeah, these are also a fun souvenir. We thought we saw them on a trip to Disneyland.
We saw a few people wearing them around the park, and we were like, well, that's cool. I guess you just get them at like a pin trading store. So we finally asked somebody where to get them, and
so here's mine.
Yeah, yours is Jedi Master, and it does say Will.
Yeah, it's cool because you fill out a card. So you pick like your background, you pick your character, you pick your title, and then you pick. I mean, you can even write whatever name you want on it. I just wanted to see what my name was in Arabesh, so that's why I chose that. But and then they even have, I think they have 2 or 3 that are for annual pass holders only.
Oh, neat.
So it was super cool to see all the different pins and different variations, and it was a cool souvenir to bring home for everybody. We got my brother one, we got you one, so it was a super cool souvenir to have.
Yeah, I was going to say Jared, Jillian's brother, is a big Star Wars buff, and he couldn't make up his mind on because there's different titles you can pick. I think Adam, my brother, the third Hitchhiking Bone, the one that I got for him had a First Order Stormtrooper helmet on it, and it said First Order Executioner. Was his title.
Yeah.
And then Jared wasn't, Jillian's brother wasn't able to pick a title, because there's Jedi Master, and then there was, I want to say, was it Bounty Hunter?
Yeah, something like that.
I think it was Bounty Hunter, but so we ended up buying him too. Because
Resistance or First Order, whatever.
Yeah. He's a huge Boba Fett fan too, so he couldn't make up his mind. Yeah, he just likes it all.
He loves Mandalorian culture.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, neat. Yeah. Well,
and
I was actually, what was really neat, William, is when we went to Disney World and we're in a gift shop, and one of the cast members looked at it and he thought for just a minute and he said, "Nice to meet you, Dawn." So it is actually our name, and then he also translated yours.
Yeah,
called you Will, which I thought was really neat because he had to do a little work to memorize Arabic alphabet to figure out name tags. I thought that was so. Cast members just go above and beyond, guys.
I feel like Will really looks like Will, but if you look at mine, which says Jillian, I'm like, it looks like Scribble Scrabble to me. So you would really have to practice the language to understand what it says.
Well, my helper has returned, And so go ahead. I want to let her go ahead and show you some of the pins that we have.
All right.
We have several, but we'll go through a couple of them. And this one, let's see, this one, let me see what this one is. Now this one, I do not, Jillian's gonna like this one, but I do not remember purchasing that one. I do not remember buying that.
That's
I do
really
like
cool.
that one.
Yeah, it's Kylo, but I don't remember. It's on my lanyard, so I got it somewhere. This one is my favorite, and you can put that up, Kylie. Yeah, that one is my favorite because Mickey bars are totally my favorite snack. So it's a Stormtrooper with a Mickey bar. What does it say? Let's see.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I totally. This is my favorite one. It does. It says, well, I'm having trouble seeing because of the lighting in here. But get a taste of the dark side.
Yeah.
So yeah,
they have released a series of shirts and merchandise, I think, related to all that because there's like Yoda wearing the Mickey hat. Mm-hmm. It says "Judge me by my size." Yeah. And he's standing up next to the "You must be this tall to ride."
Right, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, got another one? I'll show that one, Kylie. Yeah, that one. That one is going to be BB-8. And it is a spinner.
Yeah.
BB-8 does spin.
So it rolls like BB-8 does.
The design of it looks like it would be in the same set with your Kylo Ren one, maybe. Yeah. They're designed similar.
It does. Well, it does. And of course, let's show those two together, sweetie. Get the other one that matches it. Mm-hmm. These two I bought together, and a lot of times, when you can hold them both up. When there are two that are kind of a set, this is Resistance and Empire.
Rebellion and Empire,
yeah. Rebellion and Resistance. It's hard for me not to buy both. If I lean towards one, it's like with this one. I don't. You may have gotten the counterpart to that one, but do you have the? Say, let's turn it just a little bit there, but now the jet, and I don't have the Empire one.
Yeah.
And these two are also. We'll show you these two. These are some of my favorites. This is a really big, nice pin.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah, and that's Leia. Minnie as Leia. You can see her earmuff hair, hairdo, and then we also have the matching Luke, and we have Luke. Isn't he cute?
Yeah, that's awesome. I love those pins.
Look at that. He's inside the Millennium Falcon on that one. So those are two of my favorites. And I think we bought those in, I want to say, let's see. I'm just trying to see the year on the lanyard, and I can't see from this far. But do you remember the year on that one? Which trip it was?
If I had to ballpark it, it had to be from anywhere from probably 2006 to 2009-ish, probably, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is one that you and Adam bought for, this is Papa's pen. See, it says #1 Dad in the Galaxy. This is a really nice pen. This is a heavy pen.
Yeah, that one's heavy. I can remember whenever I bought it, picking it up, it had a little bit of weight to it. It
does. It has 2 pen backs. So, when you have 2 pen backs, they're pretty weighty. So, yeah. Let's see. Oh, and this one, we'll show one more pen. This one was one that you got for me, William. Christmas, BB-8. And it rolls. He rolls. Yeah. Is that cool? So
that's fun.
Yeah, we've got some fun ones. We could just go into debtor's prison, buying pins. So,
we've got a couple of pins too that we actually got. Will got them at the Disney store.
Got them on sale.
Last week we talked about how you can get pins at the Disney store that are official, and these actually came in a set of 2 per box. And it's kind of a funny story because Will came home and he let me open them. So these two.
Hey, just our dream.
Hey, welcome in.
These two were in the first box.
Dropping in.
And I was like, oh,
wow. In the first box, are you kidding?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that's really cool. And I looked at Will and I said, wouldn't it be so cool if we got Chewy and BB-8? And then I opened up.
You didn't know that.
And that's what was in the
oh my God. Those are not. Let's see.
They're portraits. They're 2-pin backs too, so they're portraits of them. And I think there are like 8 in the collection.
Yeah, there were 6 or 8.
Yeah.
What was crazy to me was I didn't realize it came. Whenever I bought these boxes, I didn't realize it came with more than 1 pin. Had I known that, I think I got those pins for the boxes were marked down to maybe like $4.50 maybe. And for Disney pins, for 2 pins, that is dirt cheap.
That is nuts.
And I would have bought the whole rack had I known that.
And we got some of the best characters that you could buying this set. So that was really cool.
And it was like a sale thing, and it was at when you bought it, when we were there for the ticker key.
Yeah.
And I had tons of stuff, had already spent too much money, and we were saying they're Star Wars pins. And had I realized that they were 2 in a pack and they were, $4 and change, I would have cleaned them out. But it was a long fly ball. Sorry, I missed that one.
Yeah.
A couple other pins too that we really like. I got this one, I think on was it the Disneyland trip, maybe?
Maybe.
But I'm a big fan of this pin. I had to have it whenever I saw it because it has Old Man Luke on it.
Oh, it does.
Millennium Falcon and Rey. And I couldn't pass on this one.
Yeah, that's a good one. That is a really good one.
And then also too, like I said, the same person that I mentioned earlier who will remain nameless smuggled this out of Batuu.
Ah, yes, more smuggling.
Have a limited release Galaxy's Edge pin commemorating the opening of Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, I think that was on a smuggler's run. That was on Hondo's order. So we came back with a couple of canisters of coaxium and pins and a few other things. We did actually come across, and Kylie, my little Vanna White here is going to show you the thermal detonator.
Nice.
Yeah, we got those up there.
Yeah, those are so cool, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
And you're going to get the other 2. Mm-hmm. These are fun. I actually bought one of these last time I was there, and I actually drank it. Imagine that. That's a Sprite.
Wait, can I
And then the other one is a Diet Coke.
Nice.
And turn around. Let's see this way. There we go. That's a Diet Coke.
Neat.
And that is a thermal detonator.
Yeah, that's too cool.
Those are available in the marketplace now. And then the water. And then they also have the water. You want to grab that? The water. And they also have the water. And I think that it's Dasani.
Dasani. Yeah. That one you can tell kind of what it says.
And they may have actually had to do that on purpose so people would actually know if they were drinking. But yeah, pretty cool. So.
And then also too, Jillian actually is going to be doing a video on 10 things that you can get for free in the parks. And so one thing to commemorate your trip that's free are park maps and merchant and food guides. So these are the ones related to the opening of Galaxy's Edge.
Right. Those are extra special too. Those are printed really nicely, really heavy paper.
Yeah.
These are much heavier than most Disney maps that you get. You can tell. And they're very shiny on the inside and kind of matte on the outside.
Yep.
They are. They're really nice. So Jeff, did you with Jeff, said you were driving around Walt Disney World? And I guess it's still pretty deserted at this point. I know we're all anxious. Has anybody in the chat, have any of you guys heard any news? Now, when we checked Disney.com and then I just Googled news, and they haven't announced an opening date. Have you guys heard anything different on it? If you have, let us know, but we haven't. Now, Shanghai Disney, did you guys know that Shanghai Disney is opening on the 11th? You may have heard that too, but that's encouraging. So we're watching it every day to see if we can get an opening day, right?
Absolutely. Oh yeah, here's also, I got this on sale at the Disney store.
Oh yeah.
The Millennium Falcon, and it's got it's also commemorating the opening of Black Spire Outpost, but it's got a light on it, and then you can kind of make out you can kind of see it moving across the way there.
Yeah.
And you can see
I think that is a really neat. Now I have one of those, and I'm so glad that you had yours, William, because I didn't bring mine to show on the stream, but the lanyard actually lights up, which is
super cool. You'll see it make its way over my shoulder there.
Yeah. So okay, yeah, you can show them that, Kylie. Kylie was going to show you our Star Wars tumbler.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Adam has some really cool Star Wars mugs too that I've gotten him over time.
He does. Jeff, you're saying lots of delivery trucks going to Disney Springs. And is there an opening date for Disney Springs?
I have seen that they were considering opening, Disney Springs, so that some of the merchandise outlets, some of the shops before opening the parks.
Right.
Makes sense. Here in Texas, they're opening up some retail stores and stuff before they open up other things. So,
yeah, Monarch Moments. I think it will be interesting. Yeah. They may probably, I would think, in the sit down restaurants, they'll do the social distancing thing. They may have you sit at a booth space, then another person in a booth, or I think they'll do that with some of the tables, maybe reduce capacity like they're planning in the parks. But yeah, I think they'll probably at least start out that way, would be my guess.
That's good news. There's trucks in Disney Springs that are delivering things, because I wouldn't think they'd be ordering a lot of stuff if they don't have plans to reopen soon. So
that's exciting, and to for us to be excited about delivery trucks in Disney Springs, because tells you how desperate we are for the Disney parks to open back up. So, but yeah, it is our dream. I hope everything's going well with you guys, Jeff. Caught a little bit of your stream driving down, which was just exciting to be with you guys on that trip. And I know y'all got down there okay, and I'm glad. So I know you're excited to be down there, and hopefully we'll get to meet you at some point. We'll have to do
that'd be awesome.
Yeah. But I'm glad y'all made it down there and that everything looked good, getting your furniture, getting set up. So that's great.
Couple of Star Wars news notes. There's a new series on Disney Plus related to The Mandalorian called Disney Gallery, The Mandalorian. It has a kind of a round table with the directors from season 1. Also, I think the first episode highlights Jon Favreau and directing. His approach. I was pumped about The Mandalorian. I think it was maybe during Comic-Con or the Star Wars Celebration that was in Chicago. But I tuned in for a little bit of that of the live stream with them talking about the show, and just hearing him and Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, who worked on the Clone Wars, which season 7 of the Clone Wars just wrapped up. The last episode was released.
Yes, and see, I'm at the end of season 3.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And so I've per Jillian's brother's suggestion, I've gone all because I was going to start watching Rebels, and he's like, "Man, if you're going to watch Rebels, you really need to back up and watch the Clone Wars." And I can remember growing up, like I saw maybe a handful of episodes because of Adam was watching them, my younger brother.
Right.
And so I was like, okay, that looks cool, but I was probably busy playing sports or something, and wasn't really able to get into it, especially not watch them all the way through. And so now that they're on Disney Plus, that's a piece of cake. I can add it to my list and continue watching, but working my way all the way through those, and I'm in season 3 now of Rebels, working my way through it, and it's excellent.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that, because I am so glad that you told me to start watching the Clone Wars. I am completely enjoying the Clone Wars. I love it.
Yeah.
And Ahsoka is just one of my favorite characters, and I'm just thrilled to death that she's going to be in The Mandalorian. I'm really excited about it.
I'm looking forward to see her part in the Mandalorian series, what they decide to do with her. But her progression thus far, as I've watched Clone Wars, the TV show from the beginning to end, watched the movie too, all the way through the spot that I'm in currently, season 3, probably episode 4 or 5 of Rebels. Her character progression has to be one of the best in the entire Star Wars universe. Cool. Just you get to watch her from fresh face Padawan learner all the way through just truly developing a mastery of the Force. And I don't want to give away any spoilers, but it's worth it.
Oh, good. I'm excited about that. That's good. I actually saw in something, maybe I was scrolling through or had done a search on Ahsoka Tano, and I came across a frame of her, picture of her from probably one of the later episodes, and she looked so mature. Thought, she grows up.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I'm still at the end of season 3 of the Clone Wars. So it's exciting to me to know that they have really developed the character, because I think she's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the kind of dilemmas that she runs into throughout the course of the series and how she handles them, and the decisions that she makes to, kind of go her own way at one point. It's 100% worth the watch.
Yeah. Let's see, Jeff says, no opening date. Seems like everyone that lives in our neighborhood works for Disney. We met a guy tonight that's in charge of the time boards for Walt Disney World, Disneyland in Shanghai. Yeah, I am really excited for you guys down there, Jeff. We're all very envious. I know you guys are probably going to be, season pass holders, and it's really neat. It's just exciting for you guys to be down there. So keep us posted. We'll pop in on your streams, and I know we're all just watching really closely to get an opening date. So there will be rejoicing in the land when we have an opening date.
There's a lot of Star Wars merch that unfortunately the Force was not with us yesterday.
Are we going to talk about that? We'll give it about 10 or 15 seconds worth. We're in mourning that we missed out on such cool merchandise on Shop Disney yesterday. Did any of you guys in the stream actually get any of the merchandise that dropped on Shop Disney yesterday? There was some really cool 40th anniversary
Empire Strikes Back
merch and the Ahsoka Tano ears, and we didn't get anything. It was a disaster. I hate to
missed out on the key too. It was just heartbreaking.
Yeah, there was a Star Wars key, and we've recently become key collectors, and it was a disaster, guys. Y'all know how much I love Disney. Obviously, we all love Disney, but they have got to do better with Shop Disney. They have to do better. And what happens is, so much of that, all you had to do was check eBay, 20 minutes later, and find all of that merch on eBay for jacked up prices, 4 and 5 times. It was totally ridiculous. Disney has got to fix that. They've got to fix that. The bots are just taking over their site, and they buy up all the merchandise, and then true fans are not able to get it. So it was very disappointing.
Yep.
And I wasted an hour and a half of my life trying to get that Spirit jersey, the 40th anniversary Empire Strikes Back Spirit jersey. And, you know, we were trying for that. And it just, I was even trying for pins. And once, you know, it started at, was it 7 a.m. Eastern time? William, is that what it was?
It was 9 o'clock Central, so 10 o'clock Eastern.
And so right when the hour turned over, my screen just completely went nuts. I totally, it was slammed. It was ridiculous. So they've got to fix that. And they can fix it. They can fix it.
Yep.
So.
In the words of Padme in Revenge of the Sith, shopdisney.com, you're breaking my heart.
Yes. Hashtag breaking my heart. There you go. And
I hated to miss out on that, but we'll live to fight another day. I'm sure there'll be some other cool merch that comes out over time.
We will. We absolutely will. And it kind of started our May the 4th off with kind of put a damper on May the 4th. Come on, Disney. Come on now. Don't do this to us. But yeah. So anyway, it was what it was. And I don't know. We're just watch and see if they release some of that merchandise into the parks later. Hey, Rachel loves Disney.
Hi.
Oh,
Welcome in.
Hey, you found us on the Live Place. Hey, welcome in so much. Yeah. Dean over there just listed us a couple of weeks ago on the Live Place. Shout out to Dean for doing that. We really appreciate it. Rachel, thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. We've only been listed there, like I said, for a couple of weeks. And so we really appreciate him for listing our stream. The Live Place is a YouTube channel, a place where you can go to find family-friendly Disney streams. So head on over there. And if you're looking for a live stream, Disney stream, just go look because somebody is probably streaming. And we appreciate you, Rachel, for dropping in.
Yeah, thanks for the sub as well.
Thanks.
You're in the right place.
Appreciate it.
You are in the right place for sure.
So at this point, I've got a bunch of Funko Pops and stuff. We've already shown off some of our pins, stuff from the parks.
We've got some piggy banks, and these piggy banks are actually kind of funny. Will and I got these for each other for Christmas. So he got me the BB-8 one, and I got him the one, and it was the same year at Christmas. So we both opened them up at the same time. We were laughing. We were like, we had the same idea.
Yeah, well, great minds, Yeah. It's much easier in a marriage if you're like-minded.
But the lunchbox up there with Kylo Ren on it, we actually won at, what was it? It was a bowling. And
was it round one?
Yeah, round one video games. We go there to play video games a lot, and their prizes are actually good. They're not your typical run-of-the-mill prizes. So I actually got that lunchbox up there from that, and it's a real metal lunchbox too. Good
stuff. Rachel, thanks so much for the sub. That is so cool. We appreciate it.
Also, I showed off earlier. Here's this lanyard that has a light on it, commemorating the opening of Galaxy's Edge.
That was a neat piece.
And you can see the Millennium Falcon on the little Millennium Falcon light working its way across. So it's pretty neat.
It lights up all over. That is a fun one. And I'll probably take that next time I go to wear at night, like for the fireworks in Hollywood Studios, the Star Wars fireworks. That would be so cool to wear for that. And
it's not Baby Yoda or the child, but here's Yoda.
There you go.
You got him from you smuggled him out. You purchased him at the Toydarian Toy Maker, right?
I did. The Toydarian Toy Maker had him, and I just needed him. He was so cute. I bought him for my grandson. So.
He calls him like Ya or something.
Yeah.
We tell him it's Yoda, and he'll go Ya Ya Ya. So He's getting there with
He'll
learning.
get it.
Hey,
He'll get it. Yes. Early indoctrination is so important with young people.
yes, yes.
You have Padawan learners, so yeah. Oh, Rachel, are you talking about the Yoda? Now, it's not a baby Yoda, but the Yoda came from Galaxy's Edge, came from the marketplace in Galaxy's Edge at the toy maker. And I got that for him in Disneyland, actually. And the lanyard. Now, Rachel, you might still be able to find some of those lanyards. That thing is really cool. Yeah. We got that at Shop Disney.
Yeah, this one came from our Disney store that we have here, actually, and it was on sale for $6.99. Our Disney store that we have in Grapevine is probably the best Disney store I've ever been to. It's a Disney outlet store, so they have stuff that comes from the parks. And some of the other Disney stores around are basically, just your typical stuffed animals and T-shirts that you can get anywhere. But the Disney store at the Grapevine Mills Mall is fantastic.
Oh, so Disneyland. Oh, that's cool, Rachel. The one in Disneyland, Rise of the Resistance, opened on your birthday. That's really cool.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah, the necklace, the lanyard, Millennium Falcon lanyard, we got that. It was on clearance at the Disney store. Do you remember how much it was? Rachel?
$99. Originally $15.78.
Yeah.
That was really a deal.
Yeah.
Well, it was, and because it was a lot more than that retail. I have if you want to check out another one of my videos, it's a shopping haul, Disney store shopping haul. I talk about that in that video. So, but yeah, it is nice, and you might still be able to still snag one if you have a Disney store close to you. So, but yeah, it was a really good buy. We watch for those special sales. The twice upon a year sale at the Disney store is worth your time. It really is. The last time we went, I came out with way too much merchandise and a Tigger pin or a Tigger key. So, yeah. That's neat. Oh, that's neat, Rachel. Cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We love both of them. We love differences between Disneyland Galaxy's Edge, just quickly, and Disney World Galaxy's Edge. Disneyland Galaxy's Edge has less color. It's a lot more grays and browns and greens, where Disney World is a little bit bigger. Well, actually, it's a good bit bigger. It's the same, but it's spaced out a little more.
Yeah.
Same layout, spaced out a little more. And it has, now they're muted colors, but it does have muted colors like red and green.
Okay.
That's interesting.
It does. So you get more of a like a woodsy feel in Disneyland, where there's a little more color in Walt Disney World. Both are fantastic. So.
I think that was the first thing I noticed whenever I'd watched one of Resort TV 1 streams that I'd seen the one out in California, and then they had the opening there later on at Disney World in Florida. The first thing that I noticed right off the bat was the difference in color.
So, Rachel, that means you've got the best birthday in the whole world, right? That is so cool.
That is really cool.
Okay, I'm one day, let's see. I think I'm one day off Mickey's birthday.
Neat.
I think I'm one day off Mickey's birthday. So, yeah, that is too cool. That is too cool.
Also, in regards to more merchandise, I think Jillian has some Cincy-related news for us.
Yes, I do. So first of all, the Child Cincy Buddy, which is their only pre-order that Cincy has ever done. So this was a huge deal. And when they released it, they didn't release a date. They didn't release the smell of the scent pack. They just told us pre-order now, and you'll just have to wait for future announcements. So I did order one in March. Dawn ordered one too. As far as we know right now, it'll come out in June. We just don't know when in June. But yesterday, for May the 4th, they did release that the scent is going to be called the Mandalorian Air of Adventure.
Okay.
It is silver mint, like Mandalorian armor, surrounds crisp vermouth and earthy sweet geranium, while a touch of eucalyptus and bright orange zest hint at the adventures ahead. So that's all we know now, and now we've just got for a release date. So the Child Buddy was $5 originally for the pre-order. And then I think the remaining $40 is due when they ship it to you. So they'll send us an email for anyone who pre-ordered that, and you'll pay the remaining balance, and then they'll ship it to you after that. They also released yesterday, too, for the 40th anniversary of The Empire Strikes Back. They are bringing back Chewie, Cincy Buddy. They're bringing back the Darth Vader warmer, the Millennium Falcon warmer, 2 scent bars, and they're bringing back the C-3PO Buddy keychain. The keychains are really little. They still have a scent to them, and you can hang them off of a backpack. But if you want to sign up for future announcements on when all of those will release again, go to my Cincy page, which is jbone18.cincy.us. You'll go up to the top menu, you'll push collections, and then you'll go to the Star Wars page, and you'll just type in your email, and they will email you when all of those things come back. I will say the Darth Vader warmer was around $85 when they released it the first time, but we should have pulled the trigger on it the first time and got them, so when they come back,
right?
I will be buying all of them probably.
Page on Facebook.
I do. I have a Facebook Cincy page too. It's just called Jillian's Cincy page, so you can find that as well.
I will link to that also after the stream ends. I'll link to your page, Jillian, in the description. So anybody that's interested in the Cincy Buddy or any of those great stuff.
It's got Mushu as the cover photo if you look for her.
Yeah. Okay. Good deal.
And so if you make a search for her, that's what it looks like.
So Rachel loves Disney, asked if it'll ever be cheap. The only way that these are anything Disney is ever cheap is if they don't sell them well. They'll put them on clearance, but normally the Disney products go within the first hour or two of release. So it's something that you really want to buy the second it comes out. Again, the Child Cincy Buddies were just pre-order, so I don't even know if they're going to release them to anybody else. I'm not sure how that's going to work. And then keychains are anywhere from $18 to $30. I know that does sound like a lot, but any partnership with Disney, the products are going to be more expensive.
Oh yeah, definitely. Always. It's just how that works. If we, live close to a character warehouse, character warehouses are the only place that I know of to get really, really cheap Disney stuff. So, I wish we lived close. I actually went to a character warehouse the last time I was in Florida, just before I left, and it was really neat. I got a lot of really good Christmas gifts at the character warehouse. So it was a really good time well spent, shall I say. And I had to stand in line to go into the character warehouse. I went on a popular day. Had I gone on like a Wednesday or something, I probably wouldn't have had to. But there was a line at the character warehouse. I felt like I was waiting in line for Space Mountain. Like, okay, is there a ride or something? Stand in this line. There should be a ride, right? It's not really close, Rachel, to Disneyland, but it is fairly close. It's not real close. The character warehouse in California is not real close to Disneyland, but they do have one there. And Monarch Moments, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Stopping by. We appreciate it. We'll see you. We'll see you soon. And beware Revenge of the 5th. Thanks for dropping in. let's see, what were we saying? Did I get off track?
We were just talking about merch. Julian had talked about, the Cincy and the child Cincy buddy. And so let's see. What else do we want to cover tonight?
Well, I think we've just about covered it. I did mention again, Rachel Loves Disney found us via the live place, and I wanted to give Dean over there a plug. You can go to the live place anytime, day or night, find a listing of family friendly Disney streams and live streams, and there are a bunch of them over there. At any given time, if you're looking for a stream, you can probably find somebody who's live streaming at the live place. And we really appreciate Dean for listing us. And just to give his own YouTube channel a quick plug, go to Dreamers Empire and subscribe to that, because Dean puts up some really, really good content there too. So Dreamers Empire and the live place. We appreciate Dean. And I am working, guys, the next video that I'm working on, and I tried to get it up this week. It just didn't happen. I am trying to get up a new video for the channel on the opening of Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland. And I don't know how I'll split it up. I've got good stuff from Disneyland and from Disney World. So I don't know how I'll split it up, but I'm going to do my best to get a video out this week on that. So watch for that to drop.
Yeah, look forward to that.
Yeah, I'm still working on my 10 free things you can get at Walt Disney World video. I really wanted to get it up last weekend, but I kind of had a family thing, so I had to leave town for a couple days, so it kind of stopped the production of my video. But I will have that up this week. And then we got in our Mushu Cincy Buddy as well, so we'll do an unboxing of the Mushu Cincy Buddy. And those are still available online right now. So
right. And I am really looking forward to my the child Cincy Buddy coming in.
I know, I'm so excited.
They're a great size. They're very well made. They're high quality. I'm really excited about that one.
And the Disney ones, I would say, are even higher quality than just their normal Cincy Buddies. I think since they carry that Disney name, they go above and beyond. So you may spend $5 or $10 more on a Disney product, but it's really worth it because of the time and effort that they put in to their Disney products.
The quality, yeah, the quality is definitely there. I know that the Woody and Buzz that Wyatt have are just top notch.
Amazing, yeah.
Good size, good quality, and for children, you want it to be
exactly
right. So that's important. Anything else, guys? Should we wrap it up?
Yeah. So everyone, if there's any topics that you ever want to see us discuss or a video you want to see us do, please let us know. Again, we don't know everything about the Disney parks, but we have learned a lot over the years, and we will continue to learn stuff as we go into the parks more frequently. So please let us know. You can drop a live comment there. You can email us, or you can send us actual mail. We have a P.O. box number too. So we all spend a lot of money to go to Disney, and we want to get the best experience out of your money. So please let us know if there's anything we can do to help that.
Definitely. Stay safe, everybody. We're still kind of coming. We've definitely flattened the curve. Texas is opening up. We're really thrilled about that. So everybody stay safe. We appreciate everybody in the stream. Jeff, for just dropping in and saying hi. Monarch Moments, Rachel Loves Disney. Thanks so much for just dropping in and saying, hey, we appreciate it. And we'll see you guys on your streams. So
yeah, thanks everybody.
Yeah, definitely. Again, just continue to be safe, continue to wash your hands, be considerate of older people who are still having to quarantine because of the whole COVID-19 thing. But hopefully we were coming out on the other side of that, and we'll have an opening date for Disney soon. And all of the states are kind of beginning to open up businesses and what have you, get this economy rolling. So we're really pleased to see that. Like, subscribe, Ring the bell to get notifications for when we release a new video or go live. And just
the way.
Yeah, we appreciate it. We really appreciate it, guys. And we appreciate you stopping in, watching the stream. Again, if there's anything you want to see, anything you'd like us to discuss, let us know. And Kylie, you want to say bye?
Bye.
Straight and to the point. I do too. I do too, Jeff. We will definitely have to get together. So for now, we really appreciate it again, guys. And it's a lot of fun. We're just having fun and sharing our love of Disney with all of you. So, and
yeah, thanks everyone. And hurry back.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks again.